You can always create quizzes in Google Forms for your students to take, but you can also use them to facilitate interactive conversations around reading by having students create their own quizzes. In a small group, students can engage in discussions about reading and then work as a group to create their own questions about the text. They can use Google Forms to write out the final version of their questions, and when students come back together as a whole group, they can take each other's quizzes if they are covering the same reading. To facilitate student question writing, you can determine how much guidance is needed. Some groups might need very little guidance, while others might need specific directions about what each question should be like. Question 1 should be a compare and contrast question, or question 4 should focus on the main idea. With practice, groups can gain independence and the guidance can decrease. Multiple choice questions can generate great conversations about distractors and can be powerful teaching moments. For example, what are some ideas that can be seen in the whole article that are not the main idea? The whole process is a good way to get students to do the thinking work. Now, to get your students to actually create the Google Forms, they can go into Google Drive, and I would have one student in the group create the Google Form, and then up at the top of the Google Form, and you'd have to go through this process with your students, but where the 3 dots are, they can click on the 3 dots where it says More, and they can add collaborators, and then they can add each of the other students in their group as a collaborator. I hope this gives you some good ideas for how to use Google Forms in the small group setting.